James Bond.
Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. Humans sacrifice, dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria. Wow. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
What's up, you dirty, dirty sickos, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Shatzer, and today, well, we have an astoundingly crazy flick lined up for you. It is Stuart Gordon's 1991, just kind of strange cult classic flick. It is The Pit and the Pendulum, and this one's a great Edgar Allan Poe inspired film with a lot of disturbing moments. So let's jump right in, shall we, and enjoy it. Here is The Pit and the Pendulum. The Pit and the Pendulum is a disturbing and sinister horror flick, directed by genre maestro Stuart Gordon, and plucked from the twisted writings of Edgar Allan Poe. Drenched in venomous debauchery and consumed by the horrible events that took place during the Spanish Inquisition, this painstakingly vile and tremendously masochistic production thrives in its vulgar setting and sinister persona, forging a cinema world that is as dangerous and as frightening as they come. Infused with violence and brimming with sin around every corner, The Pit and the Pendulum is a wicked time at the movies, and one that you won't soon forget. The film takes place in Toledo, Spain, in the year 1492, as a depraved monk named Torquemada, Grand Inquisitor of the Spanish Inquisition, tests and torments his faithful and unfaithful, as he desperately rids the world of witches and other servants of the devil. Caught up in the mix are a pure-of-heart married couple named Antonio and Maria, who unfortunately crossed the eventual path of Torquemada, forging a sick and twisted love affair that turns into obsession as the Grand Inquisitor lusts after Maria, driving him mad as he is consumed in his own sinful thoughts and actions. Will Maria and Antonio survive with their souls still intact? Or is their love no match for the cruel oppression of the Inquisition? Robust and extremely heralded, the cast of The Pit and the Pendulum is a wild amalgam of cult classic familiar faces and astonishingly acclaimed thespians, all jam-packed into this completely out-of-control flick. From ravenous and hate-filled men of the cloth to innocent pure-of-heart worshippers, the film is brimming with personality at every scene. It's actually extraordinary, the personalities on display, and the production and story is crafted wonderfully around each and every performance of the main cast. Wild, crazy, and everything in between, the astounding actors and actresses of this dastardly flick are Lance Henriksen as Torquemada, the diabolically evil Grand Inquisitor and mad head honcho of the Spanish Inquisition; Rona de Risi as Maria, the painfully sweet and innocent young woman who catches the eye of the Grand Inquisitor and is tormented by his unchained passions; Jonathan Fuller as Antonio, the daring and faithful husband of Maria and reluctant hero surrounded by sinners; Jeffrey Combs as Francisco, the weaselly lackey of the Inquisitor and twisted man of the cloth; Tom Towles as Don Carlos, a demented enforcer of the Inquisition and all-around jerk; Frances Bay as Esmeralda, a broken and tortured witch desperately trying to stay alive in the dungeons of the Inquisition; and finally Oliver Reed as the Cardinal, a distinguished visiting representative of the Church, overlooking the Grand Inquisitor's handiwork. Across the board, the cast is stupendous, and everyone brings this horrific tale to life, with blood, sweat, and tears, and a whole hell of a lot of acting chops. Extremely oppressive and completely despicable, the atmosphere of The Pit and the Pendulum is to die for if you love cruel and unusual productions. The cinema world is harsh, dangerous, and a bit touched in the head, creating a visual tapestry of sinful sights that match perfectly with the tone and performances on display. It's a rather off-kilter production, where you truly don't know what to expect next. Its unorthodox approach and penchant to go a little over the top with the violence and torture makes it a very tense experience and one that stays with you long after viewing. The performances are phenomenally intense, especially coming from Henriksen, and the feverishly frantic way in which Stuart Gordon weaves us through this tapestry of seduction and sin is without a doubt original and completely unexpected. For an adaptation of Edgar Allan Poe's work, this one is an unabashed loony bin of insanity, with a potent attitude, lust-crazed disposition, and complete appetite for destruction. If you love your films weird, wicked, and boldly wondrous, then look no further. In the end, The Pit and the Pendulum is a relentless retelling of a stone-cold Edgar Allan Poe classic, but with a sadistic Stuart Gordon twist. And there you have it, you raunchy group of sinners. That is the fascinating and absolutely astounding Edgar Allan Poe adaptation. That is The Pit and the Pendulum. Stuart Gordon really put his signature touch on this one, and you can see it in every frame, every cruel scene, and just every weird aspect of the production. But guys, that is it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you all at the next movie review. Take care.